Let's kick in. DJ Diveny here, session 4 of Baller Bootcamp. I have 4 cones with me today, and we need a soccer ball. Let's get ready and let's get started. So I'm going to start this session with juggling into our warm-up, and then we're going to have a bunch of different progressions that are going to make this more challenging. So for right now, just make a box with your cones. It's about 1 yard in either direction. I'm going to start by simply juggling the ball with my feet. My goal is to try to stay inside of this box the entire time that I'm juggling. I'm going to juggle for about a minute and then switch to something else. If you're struggling with juggling, you can use bounces in between to make it much easier to juggle. I'm just pointing my toes up. I'm kicking from the knee down as the ball gets to my foot and making sure I'm making contact on the bottom middle of the ball so the ball goes straight up. More seconds. Keep juggling. Try to stay in your area and try to keep that ball up. All right, good job. As we do this warm up here, just stretch what you need. Get a little more light. So this time, let's put the ball down on the floor. And I'm just going to dribble or tap the ball side to side in this space, type of touch that you want. And I'm going to call a command either up, right, left, or back. If I say up, you're going to dribble up, come back into the middle, left, you go out to the left side. Just a command cue to get you out of that box in a specific direction to work on our skill and decision making. So here we go, start moving that ball at your feet. Whatever you want to do with that ball, it can be very simple. Just wait for that cue. Up, dribble forward, pull the ball back, keep the ball moving. Back, pull the ball back behind you, and keep it going. Trying to work on a transition speed, getting in and out of the box while maintaining our dribble. Left. Good. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to make it a little bit faster. I gotta move this stuff. It's in my way. Make sure you're stretching what you need as we get started here. Remember, you're training at home to play at your own speed and your own risk. Same thing, but faster transitions. Now you can do something simple in the middle, like box the ball. Or some simple L's. Right. Back in. Keep that ball moving. Back. Up. Up. Left, and rest. Going back to that juggling that we were doing before, except this time as you're juggling, I'll say up, left, right, or back, and you have to move into that space as you juggle. Remember, these bounces, if it's too difficult. So for juggling, with or without bounces, if you hear up, you're moving forward, out of the box, and then moving back into the box. Left. We're Work on manipulating that ball in the direction that you want, not just keeping it up in the air. Right. And you can see I'm doing this at a walking speed, so it's not very intensive. Just trying to react to the command and transition while manipulating the ball. Back. Keep that ball up. Up. Left. If you make a mistake, just grab the ball and hop back in. Right. Back. Up. Left. Right. And rest. Good job. Grab a little stretch here. The hamstring, I'm putting my front leg out straight and bending down at the waist. Switching to the other side. Good, I'm leaning to the right. Outside leg straight. So last week we went pretty intensive. If you've gone back and done all 3 sessions, and last week I had to cut it short because I was sweating so much and slipping on my floor here. I was worried about getting hurt. So it's going to be a little bit lower intensity today, a little bit more skill related, technical related, than doing a bunch of push-ups on the floor and stuff. All right, let's grab this ball back. We're juggling with the bounce on purpose. So even if you're great at juggling, I want you right here with me, juggling with the bounce every time. The commands are the same. So up is out of the box forward. But instead of using an unlimited number of touches and bounces, you have 1 touch to get out and 1 touch to get back in. So for example, we're juggling and you hear right. It has to be immediate transition out, immediate transition back. Left, out, and back. Use the space that you have. And try to transition as quickly as possible from when you hear that command. Up, forward, and back. Keep that ball moving. Back. You're going to have to hit the ball with more force on these to get them to the direction that you want. Right. Up. I even made a mistake there. I hit it too far. Up. Back. Right. Right. Left. Up. Right. Up. Improvise when you need to. Keep the play alive, just the same way you would in the game. Back. Right. Right. And rest. Great job. Get a sip of water, get a little hydration, and stretch what you need before we start going up in intensity. Get the ball back on the floor, and this time I want you to start dribbling around anywhere in your space, but leaving the cones as they are. We'll just go to about 50% just to get loose and comfortable with the ball on the dribble. Let's go. You can use the cones or other objects as obstacles if you want. as you're warming up. Again, just go 50%, nice and easy. Get comfortable with the ball. Twenty more seconds, keep that dribble going. Five, four, three, two, one, and rest. We're gonna get into our first set here. We're really just working on a lot of dribbling today. Cone setup is the same 4 cones, but we're starting kind of as far away as possible. Start back in the space, and when I say go, we're gonna drive fast into the box. We're gonna control the ball there with some kind of technique, whether it's like V's or just some simple L's, anything you want inside the box that keeps you kind of stationary while manipulating the ball. Then you're waiting for a cue, like up, left, right, or back to get out of the box. Whichever way you go, up, you're returning back to the beginning on a jog. So it's fast, control, keep the ball moving, right. Once you get back to the beginning, you rest and wait for that go. Ready? On our toes, we're active. Go. Drive in at speed, control that ball, keep the ball moving at speed. Left. Transition as quick out as possible. When you hear that cue, get back to the start and rest. Number 2, go. Up. Good job. Really emphasize the speed on that first drive into the box. As fast as you can go with control so that you're able to stop and control the ball inside the box. This movement should really be one touch. Go. Back. Same thing with getting out of the box. As soon as we've done our movements, we hear that command, back. Our next touch should be in the proper direction. Number 4, go. Woo. Do that again. 4, go. Right. A couple more of these and then we'll be switching it up. Go. Stop. And rest. Deep breath. This time, same exact thing, except instead of exiting through a gate on the side, like right or left, we'll be exiting and doing a turn on the cone. So if you hear up, you're not only going up, but you're turning one of the top cones and coming back through the gate to finish. You can choose either for now. So it'd be up, drive forward, cut around the cone, and come back through. If you hear back, same thing. I have to go back around one of these cones, through the gate to the start. If you hear left, you can choose either on the left side, right, or here. Same thing on the right, you can choose either cone on the right side. So every time you hear a command, you have 2 options to go around one of the cones and then go through to the beginning. Beginning is the same. Drive in, control the ball, manipulate. Go. Drive in, control the ball. Top. So now I'm emphasizing on the transition back off the command from going up to not only transition out of the box, but sharp controlled touches to go around an obstacle and then accelerate afterwards. So we go from a wide space to a tight space to a tight turn to an acceleration out. Here we go, ready, go. Drive in, control that ball. Left. So remember, when you hear any command, you have two options based on where the cones are. If you hear left, you can use either cone on the left side. So I could have gone to the top there and done the same thing. Same thing if you hear top, you can go to either corner top cone. Ready, go. Drive in, control that ball, manipulate it, wait for the cue. Back. And rest. A couple more, and then we'll be making it more difficult. Go. Drive in. Hold that ball still. Move the ball around. Manipulate it. Wait for that cue. Right. And rest. Keep that stretch going. Get a drink, and then we'll be moving on to make it harder. Sequence at the beginning is the same. Go means drive in. But this time we're going to go straight into a command and then stay in the box. You'll hear go, drive in, top, cut around one of those cones, then keep the ball in the middle until you hear another command, top, then cut the ball around and back to the start. Now you have three commands. You have go to get into the box, a cue to attack a turn on one of the cones to stay in the box, and then a cue to attack one of the cones and get back to the beginning. Remember, you have two options every time, so when you're getting into the box, just hear that command and pick out whichever one is the best for you. Go. Left. Right. So to reiterate, I've driven in, I've heard left, so I see I have two left cones. I choose one of the left cones to cut around, and then I stay in the box, demonstrate the control. I hear my next command, right. I go around one of the right side cones and back to the beginning. Ready, go. Drive in, left. Back. So it's going to keep switching every time, and every time try to do something different. If I say left, don't always go to the top left. If I say right, don't always go to the back right. Try to manipulate the ball relative to where you are and use that skill. Same in the game, you're going to have pressure coming in different ways, so keep scanning and understanding where that pressure is coming from, so that you can get away the most efficiently. Ready, go. Drive in, top. Left. Couple more. Sorry if I say top instead of up, it's the same thing. Go. Back. Right. All right, couple left, and then we're taking it up a notch. Ready, go. Left. Last one on this set. Go. Back. Up. And rest. Shake those legs out. Get another sip of water. Then we're making it more challenging. Same exact thing this time, except I'm going to specify which cone you have to use by saying top or back. Oh, excuse me, I'm saying top or back, right or left. So if we drive in, go, and you hear top right, then you have to use this cone to get into the box. Then if you hear top left, you have to use this cone to get around and through to finish. Same thing, if you drive in and you hear back left, then it's the one to your back left that you have to get around, and back right, the one on your right side to attack. Ready? We'll start off the first two at half speed. Ready, go, drive in, control the ball, top left, get around that top left, back right, get around that back right cone, and then finish through the beginning. Same thing, slightly faster. Go. Bottom left. Get around that bottom left back in. Top right. Get around that top right cone, and through the beginning. All right. Go at your full speed that you can do this correctly at this time. Here we go. Go. Bottom right. Top left. So again, to cover our key points on our transition speeds, on go, one touch in, and then to the best of your ability, there might be a lag, there might not. When I say bottom left or bottom right, whatever it is, can I have my second touch be in the proper direction for that cone? And then when you hear the next command, let's say it's top right, can your immediate touch be to the top right? And then as soon as you're getting around, can your last touch be one full all the way to the beginning? So we have a big acceleration touch in. We have a decisive touch to show skill, transition speed, transition fast again on the next command, and then a big acceleration touch to finish. Now the last couple I haven't been hitting that acceleration touch. I got corners of tables and walls in the way. I'm also trying to show this at a speed that you can understand. But now I'm going to try my best to accelerate in one touch at the finish. Go. Bottom right. Top left. Here we go. Go. Top right. Back in, control, manipulate the ball, wait for that cue. Top left, get around, and finish. A couple more, and then we'll switch it up. Go, top right. You're controlling that ball, inside the box. Bottom left. Last one. Go. Top right. Control the ball. Bottom left. And rest. Shake out those legs. Get a quick drink. And then we'll go into our next progression. Same exact thing, except instead of driving into the box, we're hitting a skill move to get around one diagonal. So I'm choosing to attack one of the bottom corners. I don't have the right space right now, but I could set up directly in the middle and attack the left or the right side. If I attack the left, I'm going to dive in, cut out, and then get into the box. So now instead of just driving straight in, we have a skill move that needs to be executed before we're in the box. And then we have a command for which cone to turn around. So the demo is go, top left, control the ball, bottom right, and so on. So the only thing we've changed now is that when you're getting in, you need to have some skill move before you get into the grid and execute the turn. Hopefully you can see that even with very, very limited space, I'm trying to make our skill work as game related as we can by adding a straight up 1v1, right? So in a game, you have the ball, you drive those laces, you do some hesitations, you do some step overs, some inside outsides, whatever your move is, right? And you get around that defender, but then we also have to maintain control of the ball. So we slow ourselves down into a tight space, we manipulate the ball in some turns, and we accelerate away from the pressure at the end. Here we go, number one, go. Top left, control the ball. Bottom right, same thing. Try to change the sides that you attack each time. Go. Top right. Control that ball. Keep it moving. Bottom right. Couple more. Go. Top left. Top right. And wrap. Shake those legs out. Get a drink. Make sure you're staying hydrated. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just going to make this a little bit more fun. I'm going to change the back two cones to make them close together at about a feet's width. Okay, so they're about shoulder width apart. And this is going to represent a square or flat defender standing here. Now when we hear go, we're driving, and then we're hitting some sort of skill move to get it through that person's legs, through that gate, while we get into the box, and then we execute a turn around whichever cone you hear. And then again, on the next one, we're going to have added difficulty on the bottom cones. It's going to be tight, so you're going to have really sharp touches to get through that gap. This will be the last sets of our dribbling and skill work. Then we're going to get into some quick bit of fitness and strength. So the demo is go. Instead of just hitting a standard skill move, you're trying to hit it through that gap. So go, through the gap, top left, and get around, come back in, control the ball, bottom right, tighter, and back to the finish. So again, these cones are tight together. If you're struggling with getting it through, you can make them a little bit wider. And I'll teach you one move that I'm going to do right now that works almost all the time. I drive to my strong side, I'm going to do some step over. I get side on with that defender. Then I pull the ball as a drag back. I turn away from the defender. I expose the ball on my weak side. This is going to force the defender to want to step to this space. I expose their legs, pull, push with the laces through that gap. So at full speed, the move looks like this. Drive, something here, something there, and flick through. So that's the move that I'll be using first, but you can use whatever move you want to knock it through that gap. Ready, go. Top right, bottom right. Ready, go. Top left, bottom left. All right, last two. Ready, go. And go. Top right. Top left. Last one. Go. Top right. Bottom right. So I hit the cone there on that, but I still think I went through their legs. We can take these cones out for right now. Get a drink, and then we're going to move on to a short bit of fitness and strength to make us stronger. So no balls, no cones, all you need is a very small bit of space, and we're going to do some speed work for our legs. All you have to do right now is just move those legs really fast on your toes. Okay, we're going to go for about 10 seconds, that's it. 10 seconds, 3 rounds. We'll go for 10, rest for 10 or 20, 3 times. I want to have a good knee drive, but not very high. I want to be up on the balls of my feet and just snap those toes down into the ground, nice and quick. My arms are moving and alternating with my legs, rotating at the shoulders. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Good job. As you're doing this, you should really be contracting your core to get those legs to come up a little bit quicker. You should feel that starting to burn as you go intensely here. A few more seconds and then we go again. As fast as you can on these 10 seconds, really drive those toes down. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Good job, one more. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Good job. So next exercise, very similar. We're doing 3 sets. We're gonna take a minute rest here so we can go at full speed when we do these. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're getting out what you put in here. So if you don't go 100%, you're not gonna get quite as much out of it. It's only 10 seconds, so go as hard as you can go. Next one, we're going feet together, hopping back and forth. Same thing, I'm up on my toes. Hopping back and forth like there's a little line that I'm jumping in front of me. And I'm trying to go back and forth as fast as possible. And here I'm starting to squeak on some sweat here. Try your best. 10 seconds, full speed. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. and rest. Try to get the yoga mat here. This helps. A few more seconds, then we're going again, same thing, feet together, hopping back and forth at speed. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Now obviously I can't see you here, so I can't coach you and physically say, hey, you need to jump higher, you need to jump further. But try to do your best not to just kind of like vibrate in place. Make sure you're actually jumping, your feet are actually leaving the ground, even by a little bit. Last set coming up, forward, backward jumps at speed. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. So even just from these 6 sets, I'm really sweating a lot more than I was before. We're going at a much higher intensity. So that's why we're going for such short segments and resting for a little bit in between. Next round. Same thing, but lateral. So now my feet are together, but I'm jumping sideways over that gap. So maybe I have a line on the floor, and I'm jumping over that line, side to side. My arms are alternating my hips. So if my feet go left, my arms shift right, and then I shift them back. If my arms are fast, my feet will be fast too. Same thing, going as fast as we can. And let's just go at our own speed, 20 reps. Okay, so 10 to the right, 10 to the left, 1 set. Deep breath. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Once you get to 20, have your rest. We'll go for about 10 to 15 seconds. 2 more sets, lateral hops. Three, 2, 1, go. As fast as you can, and then rest. 15 seconds, last set. Last set, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. And rest. Good job. Get a drink at this time if you need to, and then we're going to go on to another exercise. Almost done with the workout. Keep putting in that time. Let's get those results. So the next set of 3 movements we're doing are some lunges. Same thing, we'll go 6 reps. So we'll keep it light, keep it strong. We're just going to go alternating lunge to the top, 6 total reps, and then rest. What I want you to maybe focus on, or what I'm going to focus on, is going down all the way, and then pressing as hard as I can to get myself back up. So I go down, and I'm trying to really explode that foot movement down into the floor to drive myself back to the top. So we'll do 6 reps, and then we'll rest for about 15 seconds, and we'll do another 6. But as you do them, try to be explosive in your movement. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and lunge, drive up. Alternate each time. Only doing 6. Exhale on your press. And rest. Same thing, 10 to 15 seconds, then we go again. If you're watching the video this far, thank you for being here. I know that these sessions aren't amazingly fun and special and magical, but this is the work that I put in. Hundreds of people ask me every week how often I train, what I do to train, what I'm working on, how to get better, how to improve. This is it. Like, I'm in my dining room right now, sweating my butt off on a yoga mat doing lunges. That's the work. Let's do it. Set 2, here we go. And down, press. 2, 3. Drive that foot through the floor. Last one. And rest. But yeah, for real, people don't get it, I don't know what it is, but it's, and I think on a lot of the socials, like photographers and filmmakers and artists struggle with this, is that they wanna show their craft, but when they show what it really takes, people are bored by it. So if you're here watching this, you're probably not bored, you're probably crazy like me, and you're just obsessed with improving, working hard. But for people who didn't watch this far, didn't watch it all, that's probably why they're the one asking the question, right? Why are you good? How did you get better? Lunges. Let's go. Last set. And down. 1, 2. Press through that floor. Exhale on your press. And rest. Good job. So these are a little bit less cardio intensive. We are really driving this muscle. We're going to switch it up. And we're going to go lateral lunge this time. Same exact thing. 3 to the right, 3 to the left. And we want to press back firmly when we get to the beginning. So when you're lunging down or lunging out, really drive that foot through the floor to press yourself back quickly. I like to actually angle mine slightly so that I'm not going full lateral, because I've been struggling with some like groin pain and stuff like that. So instead, I lunge a little bit diagonally forward, and I feel like this just gives me a little bit better posture. But again, I'm not a personal trainer, so don't take my word as truth. This is just what I'm doing. 6 lateral lunges. Here we go. And go. And rest. Same thing, 15 seconds, then we go again. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Good job. If you are curious about some of those questions, questions like what my favorite teams are, or how do I work at improving every day, how much I train, I'm going to be answering some more top questions on Monday. So 2 days from now, I'll put a tag or something right here on like the post-production of the live stream so that you can click and go to that video. I'll also be unboxing a pair of mystery boots from Puma that they sent me. I don't even know what they are. They were just like, hey, we're going to send you some shoes. I was like, all right. So I'm going to be unboxing those on my live stream, which would be pretty cool. So I don't know what to expect. So if you're live on this, please join me on Monday for that. And if you're watching this at any time, you can click that tag and go to that video. Last set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And rest. Last set of lunges coming up, and we are done. Alright, so last set of lunges is going to be a reverse cross lunge, also known as a curtsy lunge. So all I'm doing is lunging backwards and diagonally. So I go down and I attack this glute medius. So from the back it looks like this. Everything else is straight and nice and tall. The only thing I'm doing is crossing that leg back as I lunge down. Same thing, 3 sets, 6 reps per set, 15 seconds or so in between, and then we are done today's session. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more. Last one. And rest, 15 seconds. Now it might not seem like a lot, only 6 reps, a couple different styles, but if you're not used to doing lunges and strength training, you will feel this probably tomorrow maybe even the next day. A lot of times for me, I can go really hard for a workout and I'll feel it 48 hours later the most. Here we go, set 2. Go. 1. Remember to cross your body as you go back. So you're going diagonally back, crossing that leg. Last one. And rest. One more set, and that's it. Pretty basic session today, but pretty good work overall. Last set, here we go. And back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're done. That's it. Get your drink, get your rest. Thank you guys if you watched this whole video. There's gonna be, if I can add end cards afterwards, there's gonna be 2 videos, or like subscribe and a video here, maybe a playlist, I'm not sure yet. But click on one of those things and do what you gotta do. And share these videos with your friends if you wanna get better. Again, if you're one of those people who's asking me if I can train you, if I can be your coach, how you can improve, just watch these videos, try your best, and then if you need more help after that, ask me then.